Hey guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a VOD review on a Jett main gold player. Again, I'm a diamond player, but right now I'm stuck in plat 3 because I haven't really gotten a chance to grind it yet. But this person reached out to me in Reddit and I offered him some advice and some tips. If he could review something or if he could record something and I can review his gameplay, and we're just going to be focusing on some key points like his movement, his positioning, his crosshair placement, his economic buy, and his general gameplay. So this person actually doesn't have any he forgot to record his microphone, so that's one of the things that you guys got to keep in mind, is that I can't hear what he says to his teammates. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. He has one smoke. Yeah, he has one smoke.
Cypher's backside. Goes
Okay.
to my body.
Okay, so first things first, there was a call out that Cypher was backside, and then you still kept looking here, where there's no way they're gonna push out of this Viper smoke. Even if they do, like, you already have Arena watching it, and then one person already died. So your main objective here was to pretty much be the first person to be out. Like, you should already be out here in the map, and then you were still right here aiming right here. You guys did get the bomb down, but it doesn't seem like your teammates are buying, and then you bought a silencer with half shields, which is really bad because, okay, the Reyna did buy as well. So your eco right now is pretty much already like fucked for the next few rounds. If you lose this, you're gonna be losing for like 2 more rounds. Crosshair placement's pretty low. That's just unfortunate. And you crouched there, so he got a headshot off you because, okay, so he didn't see you, right? And then you immediately crouch after your first 2 shots. So what I would suggest is just try to aim for the head and don't crouch, because you lost here because you're crouched. You're crouched, and then he had a very low crosshair placement, and that's how you got headshotted. Your team's eco is pretty fucked. Now you have a light shield, and like, yeah, it's not too bad, but you'd rather have like full utility for round 3 to buy with your whole team. Okay, I just feel also it's I don't know if you're a Phantom player, but Vandal is like, Breeze is like very good when it comes to long range weapons. So Vandal is definitely my weapon of choice here. But let's see, maybe you'll dash into sight and create space for your team, and Phantom would be very good with it. You took the orb when... Also, I just realized that your Viper should be walling this next time, so always try to calm that Viper, you gotta wall A so we can push into sight, right?
Enemy spotted A. Blocking sight.
So, okay. You smoked right in the open when you know that there's someone on site.
Blocking sight.
Like this. So what you can do, so stand where Reyna is standing, right? Right here. And then try to learn how to curve your smoke standing right here, and just like that. Try to make it curve. And then, so typically whenever I try to entry, where's my... So I would smoke right here, like this, and then right here, close, right here, and then you dash into sight. You can dash in right here so to create space. And then once you're here, your smoke is gonna be expired. Your smoke is gonna be expired over here. So you smoke again in the back, and then you kind of try to look for a pick on triple. So So that's what I would do.
Got a Vandal, right?
Whoops, round 3 and you still lose. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so you're running an op here, and yeah, this is not too bad. Your buy here is not too bad because you know the other team is pretty broke, and you get knives afterwards. So this is not too bad. I'm not too upset about this.
Not my guardian.
Isolate them.
This is actually pretty decent. See if you can get a pick. You kind of peeked it, but if someone was holding you an up there, because this is a very common spot to be at, so if someone was opping right here, you would have been dead. So make sure to, just like, don't peek it like that. Like you just like wide swung it, kind of. Okay. I'm gonna say that you probably just like misclicked that. I'm not even gonna bother.
Have op again.
So right when the sage walls, you should be looking at the two tops right here, because he can be right here, and he can also be right here. So you were kind of looking at the wall, which is like you didn't need to. So since this is walled already, and there's a wall over here, what you should be doing is you should be repositioning on this corner already. So you should be here, looking right over here, like right there. Yeah.
Spike down B.
You're getting pushed.
Bro.
You don't have a dash anymore.
Standing.
Good go.
Jett should be on.
You hear one on your right.
You got
Blocking
five,
sight.
bud.
You smoked. Okay, so you smoked his choke, right? Again, I'm gonna assume you don't. Yeah, like you don't really play Jett. So what I would do here is I would have, since you had 3 smokes, right? I would have smoked your window. And then I would try to curveball something here, either right or left. And then whatever it's not smoke, that's where you peek. But since you still had 2 smokes, you should have. I would have, honestly, in this position, I would have just tried to secure your op and just try to save. But it's okay.
Man, what I've told.
You did end up getting one. Okay, no. Just no. You popped your ult when you have a gun. Your eco is broke. You're pretty broke. Like your eco here is not amazing. So you either use your knife or you use your gun. And since 2 of your teammates, see, like I said, like your eco is like all the way fucked up right now. Since your eco is very low, your economy is very low, I think you should have just used the knife, and then you should just tell your teammate to light by here. That's one of the things. But since you already have a gun, you don't pull out your knife at all. Because that's what's good about Jett's knives, right? Is that you always use your knife at the very, as a last resort. You don't pull it for, like, Jett's knife is not good for fighting long range. And you guys didn't hear it? That was a very nice shot. Good job. That's a good call. You don't want to smoke. You don't want to use your utility in the open like that. So you see how, like, you smoked, right? Like you kind of stood right here. So what your best move is, don't even try to fight that, because that's a very hard shot to play. So right when you hear someone like behind you, right when you get tagged, just dash out. Like right here. You heard your Reina like moan or grunt, whatever. You should be dashing out. Like you shouldn't be trying to fight this right here. I mean, it's gold. He didn't hit his shots, but like right like that, that's not a good fight. This is not the fight that you should be fighting, because if you lose this, it's gonna be 3v2 and then it could still be losable. But you have 2 healers, you didn't have to fight this. Just dash out right after. And then when you smoke, right, like I said, try to reposition yourself. Just try to be in this corner and then just smoke this. You don't have to smoke the choke. The choke is where you think people are gonna be. You can just smoke right here, and then he has no vision on you. Or what you can do if you really want to play aggro is reposition right here. Reposition right here. smoke this. So you're gonna be smoking down below, and then you can updraft once. And then once you're updrafting, aim right here. If you don't get the first 2 shots, dash to the right side. So yeah. Hopping again.
They're bored.
Oh, you're so rich. What the heck?
They're bored.
Okay, I didn't really see your teammates' economy, but that was a little bit better. Just try to be careful, bro, because if you get off, that's a very common spot. You can just get up there too, right? Oh, I think your op is on cycle, is on hold instead of toggle. If you're opping, you should always put it on toggle. Trust me.
I hear people on A. Rotating.
Healer down.
Nice shot.
Grim nest.
So when you're dropping from heaven, right? Instead of or
Rotating.
window,
Healer down.
instead of trying to jump it, try to glide. So your the other team, if someone is there, like they can hardly hear you. So you made a lot of noise here, even though you don't have any info in backside over here. So backside's not clear, so pretty sure they can still be there. Yeah, it's alright.
One again.
It's a very common mistake.
Nothing.
Got res. Okay, I guess you saved your op. I don't think that was a good res though, since that was a save round, I believe. Let's see. No, they full bot, and you still have a lot of monies. And you have 2 ops and attacking, which is terrible, especially if you need people to entry. Now no one is gonna be entry, and you guys have to play super slow.
Someone's probably watching that.
So whenever you're peeking, see, I really wanna elaborate more on this. Your peek, because you peek really wide.
Here.
You're wide peeking like the first angle that you see, and you're jumping, which is a very hard shot, by the way. Now there's 2 operators here. Yeah, they know you're opping, so they're not gonna be picking you here.
Jett
So you
has
should have
the best
rotated
now.
like a lot earlier. And again, you didn't have info here, and then you're making noise. So yeah, if you don't have any info on anything, just make sure you don't want to lose that op, bro. Gotta be very careful when you're opping. If you have no one in mid, assume that there's people mid. That's like the rule of thumb, I guess. You're watching this, but like they can't really get there that fast, you know what I mean? So your job should be just pushing side here. Like you shouldn't be watching this this early. Like you can be watching it if you want to, but not this early in the round.
Spotted B.
They got the bot hallway.
And like think about your position, right? So you're here. If you miss your shots, where can you go to? Like if you dash on the right, you can still die because they can just follow you. You can't dash to the left because there's a wall right beside you. I guess you can dash in front and you'll be right here, which is not too bad, I guess. But just I would be standing towards this wall like this, and just kind of like jiggle peeking, see if someone's coming. Yeah, just rethink about your repositioning sometimes. Think about, if I peek this and if I whiff my first 2 shots, can I dash left or right?
There's one back of B.
Your team is just not playing properly, man. Like your smokes is literally in mid when the bomb is in B.
Mid.
I don't know if you guys are calming that.
Back on.
Nice shot. That was a good peek that you did.
Back on.
One back of B.
Mid. Back
You
on.
did a really good job just not wide swinging. So you actually didn't wide swing here. You peeked right here and then you swung right, which is very good. Very, very well done. You have you kind of have like a bad do your first shot, you crouch right away. This is not something that you should be doing because you can just get headshotted. You know what I mean? If they're just aiming, when people usually aim for the body. So instead of, and I know you're trying to kind of control your how your gun shoots. So instead of doing that, just aim down, especially with a Vandal. So after the first 2 bullets, you aim down to their body, and then your gun is just gonna aim for the head by itself. Somehow this brimstone peaked the same angle, which is so if it's like this, you don't want to be hugging the wall. You don't want to hug the wall too much. You want to be kind of in the back a little bit because they can see your shoulders first. But yeah, just don't try to hug. If he has the peak angle. He has the advantage on the angle here. And then you swung. This is a wide swing. You did a wide swing here. So what you have to do is make sure you peek this angle first and then swing right side, what you did earlier. So if you remember how you swung the first time,
I don't even know what to do anymore.
Let's look at how you swung the very first time. You check this corner first. You check this corner.
Back.
Right? And then that's when you swung on the right, which is very well done. Whereas what you did afterwards was like the complete opposite. Like this is the complete opposite of what you did. You just wide swung it. You just said fuck it. And you know, yeah.
Right side.
Like if that was a better player, he would have won that. Also try jiggling. Try jiggling too, bro. Okay, like I said, you don't have any info on mid, so you shouldn't be running here. And your crosshair placement is very low. You should, like crosshair placement, where you should be aiming at this particular situation is right here, because you have to predict where people are going to be. So that's where you should be aiming at. So crosshair placement wise, it should be aiming right here or aiming right here. Always at the head level. Your thing is way too low. Like, let's say someone is here, right? Like, let's say I'm a weirdo and I'm sitting double door. For you to kill me, you would have to go from this distance to this distance. So yeah, there you go.
He's hopping. Just go back towards mid.
Okay, you saw one. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if you're commenting this. Okay, you know where that is exactly. Good smoke. I mean, you could have got... The thing is, that was a good play. So you probably think you didn't do anything wrong. But the Sage had no info on you at all. So if you just practiced...
You will not kill my ally.
If you just like repositioned, like right here, maybe you could have seen the Sage and killed the Sage first. And then gotten 2 kills. So now, and you didn't. The thing is, you didn't even clear this side either. He could have been right here. So you could have still swung the Sage, or you could have wall banged this as well. This is wall bangable. Just yeah, you could have wall banged. Okay, so you kind of already had an idea that Sage was going to be like elbow area, right? So if you're gonna swing the Sage, and very good job on not baiting, by the way. Like you didn't bait your teammate, which is good. But since he's like maybe because you wide swung again, right? So yeah, like I think you knew that Sage was gonna be elbow, and the Sage is already fighting here, the Cypher. So I would have smoked here. I would have smoked right here, and then swing the Cypher, and then yeah, I mean you didn't do anything too bad. But on attacking, the only thing I gotta say is that you gotta play with your team. Make sure make sure the Viper is playing with you. Make sure the you guys were just not playing as a team in general, and you gotta create space, man. Double dash, and I mean double smoke, dash into your smoke. Very simple. Third one drop in mid from halls, so that's why you looked mid double door. But your focus should be here because you did see some. You hear someone here right now, right? So
Shots one down, two, one down.
what I would have done is I would have
Cypher's
smoked.
at 60.
I would have turned around and smoked double door, and then focus again over here. Like you shouldn't be hiding on pistol.
I choked my
Turn
shots.
elbow and whatnot.
And then yeah, so since you were hiding here behind those boxes, now you don't know if the Jett crossed, right? So now the Viper is gonna die because he doesn't have any info. But if you just held this, then at least you would have been like, or like, see, like that's the thing. I don't know if what you're calming or not, but wow, I can't believe you won that. Anyway, you're crouched again, like I said, and we were talked about this. And you see your crosshair placement. Your crosshair placement is in the body. So just yeah, think of your crosshair placement should be higher. But I think it's low right now is because you are crouched. You did get the headshot, which is good. But if it's like a gun like this, bro, and they're not even looking at you, just put your crosshair on their head before shooting, and then try to go for the one tap and then shoot it again. But like, don't try to spam your gun like this
I choked.
on a silencer. You should only be spamming if you need to, if you're like panicking. And you did kind of panic over here
Can you put
because
down
they're
your smokes?
gonna.
Just running. One tunnel.
Okay, so if it's like this, right, and they're like rushing in and there's already people dying, that means that they're probably rushing, and you should just W key.
One tunnel.
There's one tunnel. You heard that call out. Good, very good movement. Very good movement. I really like that.
It's been down. I put it up before they push.
One close to you.
Ball again. Sure.
Spike planted.
Okay, so you have 3 smokes. Let's see what you do.
About the smoke over here.
You're gonna get pre-fired here because you
Last player standing.
Oh my god.
gotta use your dash, bro. So what I would have done here is either, so you have 2 choices, right? Because since you had a lot of time, you could have told your Sage to go this way, because your smoke, like this is just impossible to push right here. Like this is smoke. So what you could have done is push that way, and then Sage is gonna be right here in arches, and then you go all the way right here. That's one of the things that you could have done. Or since you broke the trip, right? And whenever you break a trip, just prepare for it to be shot, and you know it's smoked. So I would have smoked right here, one smoke right here, one smoke right here, one smoke right here, and then dash like right here, or in front, or you know, just make sure you had a lot of smokes here. You had like full utility, so just you should use that next time.
Last player standing.
Oh my god.
And then you had 40 HP right here, and you still kept pushing. You should have just saved it or played for exit. Skins.
Again,
Okay. Again, positioning. You're exposed from so many different angles here. You're exposed from this angle. You're exposed from this angle. So you have to think about what the only thing you're gonna hold. You have to think a bit like you're the one attacking. When you were attacking, where did you push? Where were you opping? You were always right here, right? So yeah, just hold this angle right here. Spot. Wait.
Using my ult, man.
Just hug this wall, bro. Like hug this wall right here. Like on your right. Like you just need to hug this wall. Like behind that wall.
Get out of my way.
Here, there's nothing here. You see that? Yeah, you have full utility, so you should be like smoking for your team.
Healer down.
It's a nice shot.
Bro, she's
Okay,
running
there's one
Hit 72.
mid. Also, I realize you're not using your scoreboard a lot. Scoreboard is very useful to get info from team, right? Like whenever you retake, think about like, okay, if I look at if they have ult and you wouldn't have any idea how if they have ult or not because you're not looking at your scoreboard. But if you look at your scoreboard, you can actually see if they have ult or not. So, and this is when the Brimstone wasn't dead yet. If the Brimstone wasn't dead and he had ult, then for sure you'll know that he's gonna be playing cave. If the race has ult, then he's probably gonna be playing cave as well. That means you can push site. Site's clear, and then the Jett, as you know, was in mid. So yeah, make sure you make use of the scoreboard as well.
She's running down. Hit 72.
80
One enemy remaining.
Okay, you know he's mid, so
No,
you should be holding mid here. You shouldn't even. Oh,
Nice.
I guess not. Okay,
Yikes.
nice shot.
Nice.
Spike down. B.
Okay, so the Sage was opping. Again, you have no, and we talked about this before. You have no info on mid, right? No one called out anything. And then you're so loud when you rotate. Like when you're in the water, that's a very distinct sound. So they know you're in the site, right?
Spike down. B.
And you keep jumping for some reason. For you to get this kill, you gotta be super lucky. Because you're just mid-air. And you already saw him. When you see him, you just gotta dash out, bro. Because the Sage is right here anyway. Chances are he'll probably get this kill. You didn't have to fight that.
One enemy remaining.
Damn it.
So what is this Viper wall? Like,
Spike planted.
okay, he did call out that they were backside, okay. So he was like lurking,
Spike
bro.
planted.
They're on site. Why are you still here?
127 Sage.
Uh,
Corner. Last two back.
One.
yeah, you're just not getting any impacts in here. You're pretty much just waiting for your teammates to do everything as an opera Jett.
Yeah, I don't hear anything, guys.
Whenever you're hopping like this, don't put yourself in a position where you can get shot. If you see the map, you can see this. You see this white line over here. That means that people from this side can actually see you. So people from here can actually see you. So if they were here, you're gonna have to flick all the way from here to over here. So yeah, just keep in mind if you're hopping, make sure you're hidden. Again, positioning. Okay, you did a better. You're doing so much better. This round.
It is.
Oh, one's there.
The Cypher is just lurking.
No.
I whiffed.
I know exactly where you are.
40 on stage.
He's backside. What the fuck?
One enemy remaining.
Okay, we have bomb.
Spike
He's the
down.
luckiest shot
B.
ever.
Thank you.
You're lit, and if I were you here, again, we talked about this. We gotta like if you miss your first shot, where do you dash to? I guess you can dash on the right side, right? But your body is so exposed, and this is something that your angle is something that's very easy to clear. So
Die to that Cypher, man.
yeah, just think about like if you're attack here, like this is your third time now being in this spot, switch it up, play aggressive, play A main and try to go for an early pick. Hold this or go halls. Don't be predictable when you're opping, because typically when the other team knows you're opping somewhere, they're going to try to avoid that.
Can you revive me? Oh, never
Um.
mind. You didn't even have your res.
Oh. Good.
Oh, never mind. You didn't even have your res.
So you saw him, but you didn't comment because I can see that you're not talking in game chat. You should be commenting this.
Doesn't know.
Oh, you're not using your dash. I think I've seen you dash like twice this round, this whole game. Okay.
Last player standing.
Just say stop.
Flawless.
You op back to back, bro. I think op is not your
Bruh, one of us
not your
died.
thing.
Last.
I know exactly.
Last
See,
player
like
standing.
you, whenever you use a vandal, never, ever, ever, don't ever, ever, ever spam your gun.
What? How's he already there?
I
Like you could have gotten a kill over here already. Just like use it like a burst, like put it like that.
know exactly where you are.
And again, you're crouching, which is really bad.
Spike planted.
See, that's how you should be opping, bro. Like he cleared you, and then right after the first shot, he got out. He dashed out. Like I think the whole half you didn't use your knife at all, which is I get it because you're not really comfortable with his knife, but try to use it. Try to use it even if you're not going to use it, just in case. Like for example, you're shooting your gun, right, and then you have to reload. Instead of reloading, you can just pop your knife.
I think he's just.
Okay, so you heard you wall. So your crosshair should already be a lot higher, right? So you know that there's going to be a wall, and it's typically going to be right here. That's going to be the wall. So your crosshair, when you're going to swing, it should be over here already. So your crosshair should be over here. Okay? Next time.
I think he's
See, exactly, perfectly. He was actually right here.
just.
This round's a loss.
Okay.
I'm not gonna watch it. Very nice. Very nice. Oops, sorry. But that was perfect timing actually over there.
That's, I mean, say just one shot.
Okay, so your crosshair placement is in the wall. Your crosshair placement should be right here. Right? Because again, you don't want to flick. Like your reaction time when you flick is very late. So you don't want to give yourself too much of a hard time for you to flick. So instead of trying to flick hard, just try to predict where they're gonna be, right? And in this case, it's gonna be where I just drew the line.
Don't peek it, man.
Cypher.
Oh, good.
3v3.
Yeah, step forward.
Nice shot, very nice shot. See, that's how you should be using your Vandal, like that. Not spamming. Here. Oh. Again, like your Viper is not walling and your Sky is lurking. Why is that? Like you gotta tell your teammates to play with you, bro. Like, if there's anyone that should be lurking, it could be Viper. Viper could be lurking for sure. But your initiator is literally lurking. That's not good. And then that's when he smokes. Okay, so everything is smoked. Everything is smoked. There's a Jett behind the wall. What your job should be, you should be already here. You should already be... Sorry. Already be here. Like backside, like already here. That's where your position should be as a Jett. Where Reina is in right now, that's where you should be at.
He is so
You just got shot through. And then your Sky is like. What'd you do here? Nice, good kill.
I'm actually whiffing. Oh, they're all on B.
Healing.
Oh, shit.
Hurry up, Sage!
Spike planted.
Okay. In a situation like this, you should be waiting for your Sky for the flank first. And then play together. Again, you have full utility. I really hope you use it. Your wall, you should be spamming it right now.
Reloading.
Nice, you tried to curveball it.
Blocking sight.
There you go. One more. You saw a brimstone backside.
Last player
He killed me
standing.
105
Then there's
One
an hopping.
enemy remaining.
Jab wall.
You should be in front of you, bro. You should be in front of your Sage.
I'm just gonna stuck.
He wins. Oh, you lost.
Attack.
Alright. So overall, man, I'm gonna give your performance a 6 out of 10 when it comes to Jett. You do have a lot to work on. Hopefully this video helps you, and yeah, I hope you play better. I hope you play a lot better next time. Just keep in mind positioning, utility, your role as a Jett. Your role as a Jett is a duelist, okay? You're playing it like a controller, pretty much. Your positioning is very important as a Jett. You should be the first person out. You have initiators, and make sure to talk to your team about the game plan, because like whenever someone, like if let's say your initiator is like. Alright guys, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed that video and you learned a lot of things from Jett. If you guys ever want to send me a video like this, make sure just follow my Discord, follow my Twitch, hit me up on Twitter, and we'll see what we can do. Peace. Thanks for watching.